Mic check, mic check. Oh, let's go. It's great to be back, guys. Let me make sure my mic is actually working. It has been a while since I streamed, so we'll see how it goes. Very nice. Okay. Yes. What's up, guys? It's great to be back on stream again. It's been a while since I've streamed last, but you know, a lot of things that has happened. I would use Streamlabs, but now I just converted to OBS Studio basically a couple days ago, and I've been trying to import all my scenes into OBS, and it was kind of finicky, but I think I got it. So let me know, guys, if the audio is too loud for you, even if you're watching off stream. If you're watching the replay, let me know in the comments if it's too loud or too soft, or you can't hear me, or I'm too loud screaming in your ear. But it is great to be back, guys. Oh my gosh, it's been a while. But yeah, so I wanted to make a series, like an editing series, but I wanted to broaden it by doing like a live stream series. And I don't know how I'm gonna go with it, but I just mainly just wanted to come on here and stream my photo editing session, because a couple days ago me and my best friend Joshua Luna, shout out to Joshua Luna, we shot his upcoming album photos for his new album. So we went to locations on the island, mainly in Honolulu side near Waikiki, and we caught some shots here and there, and I wanted to share it with you guys and show the whole process of how I created this shot and what I was feeling at that moment and what I want the photo to look like moving forward. So we're going to break down the areas that we shot at, what happened in the areas, in the locations that we shot at, and how we got that shot, and kind of like the trial and tribulations of what happened to that shot, because there's some shots that that were very good, and there was some that kind of lost its footing just a little bit and had to make adjustments. But we are gonna jump in. I want to show you just a little overview of what and how I go about my photo editing session, and we're just gonna have fun with it and just talk story and just hang out, because it feels good to be back, guys. Oh, so much fun. But before I start, I want to show you, before I drizzle it on my snacks, I have Honey Crisp apples. Oh, can we get that shot, please? Honey Crisp apples, and we have chamui. Shout out to mom for grabbing this. It was just like laying in our fridge the whole time, so I was like, oh, I better use it up. But chamui is oh shoot, I'm getting it all over my finger. It is like if you're from Hawaii, you guys already know lihimui powder, lihimui seeds, but it's like a sour sweet candy here in Hawaii, and chamui is basically the liquid form of that. So we are going to drizzle SNOOPDOGG. Shake. Oh, come on. Okay, there we go. Just drizzle right on it. Not perfect, not aesthetic enough, but gets the job done. So enough of that, guys. We're gonna jump in to, let me move my apples. We're gonna jump into the stream, the photo session. Oh, wrong one. Okay, so here we go. We're in Lightroom right now. Yeah, we're in Lightroom right now. And I just want to let you guys know what's up. We've shot about 910 photos. It says it right here if you can't see it. 910 photos, expanding throughout 3 locations in town in Waikiki, Honolulu, capital of Oahu. And once I put it all in, it's all okay. The song's getting loud. Once I import it into Lightroom, what if you look at this window here, it all becomes rejects. It all becomes all rejects until I start picking it out. So they'll start as 0. The rating will be 0. So look, there's like no stars underneath. But when I find a photo that I was like, okay, this is like top drawer. This is like, this photo bangs, right? We're going to go to selects and I put 1 star. As you can see, 1 star, making sure it's in that category. And then next you have the B-roll, which is like just some random photos, blurred out photos that kind of make sense, that it's kind of artsy, but at the same time I wouldn't qualify it as like high quality master shots. And then you have the finished one, which I have no photos because I just sorted it out last night and I wanted to show you guys the whole process. So we're gonna go into selects. We're gonna go right into it. Let's see. Okay, this one already finished, but I'm gonna copy it so I don't lose it. I'm gonna create it, and we're gonna call it his new album name, New Orbit, Mars Luna. Oh, Mars Luna is actually my friend's stage name. Oh, so sorry. He is my best friend since high school. Known him for like 14-15 years already. He's the picture on the thumbnail that you see, and he is who I shot. He is the model, and he's the grandeur creative that I am trying to tell his story, and tell his story through the choices of the locations, the outfits, and his thoughts of how the photo should be like and should feel like. So his name is Joshua Luna. Shout out to Joshua Luna, my man. I know we all have a back picture of him, but we'll get some front facing ones. And his stage name is Mars Luna. So check him out, guys. He's on Instagram at It's Mars Luna. On Instagram, check him out. I took his photos since it seems like since the dawn of time. Like, I don't know, it's been forever since not forever, but since senior in high school I started taking his photos. But we're gonna reset. Boom. So this, guys, this is a story. Let me get some apples up in here. This is a story. Let's go. Yeah, I think I should have ate before, but yeah. So this is a story, guys. So what happened with this photo was, and this is kind of like the first spot. We shot at Magic Island, which is right across of Ala Moana Center. Beautiful place. You can see Diamond Head right here in the front. Then we have these palm trees right along the side. And then later on, I'm going to show you guys where we had a railing. But these first couple of shots, I made a misstep. I set my camera to a picture profile meant for video. And I just got my Sony Mark IV in. And I was still trying to figure it out. And I legit got it like 2 days ago, I think, before this shoot. And I didn't set the settings how I liked it, because I wanted to use the camera for the shoot. But this first set of photos, I set it to a picture profile S-Log3 for video. So what you're looking at is I'm shooting in a picture profile meant for video, S-Log3, not using video, but shooting photos using that picture profile. So I just figured out, and I was like looking at looking at Mars Luna, Joshua Luna. He's my homeboy, and I'm like, dude, these photos, I shot it in the wrong picture profile. And we kind of talked about it, and I was like, nah, I got it. I am confident. I can change it. And I'm so grateful that I'm able to change it, which I'm going to show you guys now. So I have all these presets that I do have. That I downloaded off the internet. It's like a hybrid of the Visco films when they were out. If you guys know, they pushed out a couple Visco film packs like early on, like I think it was like before 2015, and they discontinued it. And then I found these other presets, kind of like film-ish presets, and I got them in, and I wanted to try it onto these photos. But going through, you kind of see like how dark it is. It's kind of for like that moody vibe. But we are going to actually pump up the exposure to make it look more summery. So I was going through it one day. Oh, this is all the green ones. I was going through it after just playing around, and I found this one, this preset here. And you kind of see it. It's kind of like on the moody side. Like, yeah, we're not going to go for that look. And I wanted to fix this picture profile, right? That's kind of messed up on. So I went ahead and I just bumped out the exposure. And then boom, you have this, right? Oh shoot. Yeah, you have this. Oh, is this even the one? Which one was it? Because this doesn't look like what I was using. Okay, hold on. Let me try to use this. Yeah, it looks way different. Okay, let me see if I can find it. Okay, wait, hold on. I kind of see it now. Use this. Bumped it. Exposure right. I wanted to make it like a little bit cooler. And since I'm going for like an analog effect, I wanted to bring down the tint just a little bit so it shows that greenish. Maybe, yeah, right there. So these ones I have to really bump with the exposure. And then contrast, I set it into the negative zone. Wanted that little faded look. Yeah, negative 16 is all right. And I went down to the tone curve. Exposure, highlight, and then shadows we're playing around with. Exposure, I didn't want to play it too much. Like, yeah, you can see we like lost a little bit of detail from his hat. And then highlights, I brought it down so we can see the ocean just a little bit. Oh, and then using this N here, I wanted to have like a little glass feel to the light, the whites. And then here in the shadows, I wanted to have that little fade. So I brought the shadows down just a little bit, maybe up. I think it was up. And then we'll bring this up. Oh, we don't want to crush it. Just a little fade. Enable. And I wanted to put some grain on it. Like lately, I've been very, very welcoming of grain. I just had this love for it. Like I could feel the texture of the photo. So it came out something like this. I'm not too sure if it was. Oh, let me get these dialed in real quick. Okay, it's kind of coming out to it. Shadows. Oh, no. You want that light. Like if I put it down here, then we're basically dark for the palm trees, and it kind of looks weird for his elbows. So I wanted to put everything light because we're going for like a summer vibe. You know, just chilling, walking through the park, looking fly as everybody, better than everybody else. And then, yeah, this like very, I don't know how to explain it. I explained to Luna like I was like walking into 7-Eleven, buying all these Milona ice cream bars and leaving and spilling it all into the world because it had that feeling. It had that creamy, delicious colors like an ice cream truck. Blacks, we are going to pull it up so it comes up like this, and it kind of gives me like a whole Japanese, Korean, Asian vibe. Which I kind of really love. Not kind of, but I really love it. Sharpening, I just left it. Not too keen on sharpening nowadays. Nah. Let's see the video. And then one thing I wanted to tie everything together to give that very walking into the park on a summer day, feeling the heat and feeling how you're happy to be there. Under presence, I grabbed texture and I put it all the way down. So as you can see, oh, look at that green. The green is beautiful. As you can see, watch this. Watch where the light hits his hat. It becomes very soft. Oh, shoot, that's too much. It comes very soft. It has that glow effect. And I know you can do this in Photoshop. And I know I have a little bit knowledge of that. But I wanted to do everything here in Lightroom. I didn't want to export this photo and then import it into Photoshop and then export it again. Oh, we can take this out. You just use the cloning tool. Then pop it. Boom. Pimple's gone. And there you go. It's kind of different than my final one. Actually looks better than my final one. Maybe I'm too much texture. Maybe I'll put this as the New Orbit Mars Luna 2.0. Got like Chamui all over my fingers here. 2.0, my boy. Oh, okay, we'll do the 2.0. Yeah, it looks way better. Maybe because the... Should I put this on? Yeah, yeah, there we go. Kind of looks like it now. Yeah, so this is basically the look that I'm going for this day shoot. And that's one in the bag. So when we finish, you press 5 and it goes straight into finish. See, you see, oh yeah, I don't think you see it, but right here on the bottom, it has the 5 stars. So it's right there, finish. Number 1. Now we have 134 to finish. But yeah, we'll do a couple at this location. And then we'll move on to the other locations, which was more in town. Let's see. Oh, here's like a walking one. I kind of consider this as 1, but it could be 2. I think I'm leaning more 2. Yeah, let's put it 2. And then here's him. I just told him to walk up to the rocks and just do something that, you know, you're comfortable, you know, do you. And then he did this. He gave me the Brazilian cross. No, I'm just playing. He just gave me like, I think he's just powering up from the sun. Okay, that's 2. I want it too bright. Yeah, we'll take this off. They're basically the same, just the brightness is different. Yeah, I'll put this as 1. I love the grain too. Grain is where it's at. I'll probably put the grain down just a little bit. Maybe like 36. Okay, that's kind of, yeah, that's I can manage with that. This will be 1. Oh wait, I just kept it in the same category. This will be 5. So basically, I go through all the selects first, the ones that I flagged 1, and then I'll finish those first, then I'll go over to the B-roll. So that was some back ones. See, this one, what I can do with this. Great idea. Put this up. Like once we get to the lighter photos, the ones that I put the proper picture profile on it, then we don't need to overexpose it like this. So my idea for this shot is kind of fill this sky here with with flares, like optical lens diffusion, like those bokeh lights. Try to make it very subtle. Opacity probably like around 20%, 15%. And then down here, since there's all these, look at this bokeh down here from the water. I wanted to put some lens flares up here, but very soft though. So it kind of gives that little New Orbit vibe, very light colors that you can feel like the sun is hot. Like basically the sun is up here, right here, and it's directly on us. And I'm just shooting from his back. So he's getting most of the sun. So we wanted to reflect that. This photo right here. I gotta remember to bring down the... I'll update this preset. 36. Okay. Yeah, let's update it now. Update with current settings. Yeah, I'm good with that. So be at 1. Oh, I keep doing that. 5. See, look at all this sparkle, and we just put the on it. Boom. Probably like a little bit. Oh, I gotta check the contrast on those ones. Like no two photos are the same, so I always have to be conscious and mindful of how I'm going through it. Yeah, that looks good. Maybe we can put a little bit tint on there too. Ooh, that looks nice. Maybe bring down the preset. 75 looks good. Sharpening, we just leave that. Okay, we'll update this. Update with current settings. Come into finish. These ones here. We're going to sync the setting. Oh, wait. Open this. I'm trying to fix the ones that we was working on. I'll probably go in, like, I'll give it like maybe 2 days and I'll go back in to do some like minor adjustments. Sync. Oh, wait, it's the wrong one. Sync settings. Synchronize. Then you got this. Now maybe I'll bring down probably the grain just a little bit, but we are moving forward. We can touch upon that later on. Oh, you can go into 5, my friend. Okay, here we got our first facing photo. Full front facing photo. We're going to apply the preset. Boom. Stands hands in his pocket. Bro is legit boss man. And then we're gonna brighten it up. I know I'm pushing exposure just a little bit more than I should, but the picture profile though. See, it looks so clean. It looks like something out of like almost like a local brand magazine, like Urban Outfitters. And we're not sponsored by them, though, dude. And then this one, when he's looking away, I don't know. I have like, it's so like, I don't know how to explain it. Just the looking away part. It just gives it's like us walking in a park or just walking in public spaces, and you see this like fly guy, and he's not making eye contact with you, or this fly girl, and he's not making eye contact with you. You're doing something else. You're looking somewhere else, right? But you just, when you're looking at them, you kind of, you know, they're not looking straight at you, so you kind of admire their features, and this whole outfit kind of brings it together. It's like nonchalant, like take my picture, you know, right in front of Diamond Head. I don't want to put too much amount on it. 80. Can I get an 80? I can get an 80. Yeah, and that should be good. Put that back in 5. So yeah, that was like most of the front facing. Yeah, and we have like a couple to go. This one, he's just standing. I don't know if you can see it, but he's just standing, looking down. This one, he's holding his cap. Oh, these palm tree ones. Let's see if you can find here we go. This one. Yeah, this one. I think this one is like looking up. Yeah, he's not looking directly at us. Pop this into the lab. Put it on. See, it gives me like a whole like green Milona flavored ice cream vibe. Like I can literally taste it in my mouth when I'm looking at this photo. Like what was that, ramunen? Like the Japanese drink. I don't know if I'm saying it right because I'm so excited. The Japanese drink. So it has that, I see like colors of that drink. And how sweet it is. There you go. And there's a couple of people in the back, but we don't need to worry about them. I kind of like it because it gives this whole space here that it's filled with people and not just like empty. Bring up the amount just a little bit. I kind of like it. Yeah, I like it. Yeah, I like this faded look. I'll put that in 5. See, like once you got your presets down, like you know how the vibe of the photo shoot on that day, because lighting can be different on any day. Specifically this day and the location, the style we're going for is right on point. So we're basically just dragging this into the lab, applying the preset, looking at the photo, try to match it up what we're trying to go for, and we're finished. On to the next one. And I've been more conscious of what I'm shooting now instead of just rapid fire, trigger happy, and it's going all off. And at the end of the day, you have like almost 2,000 photos you have to go through. No, it wasn't like that. So yeah, this is like, yeah, this is still the same vibe. Just jumping around here. We are going to still palm tree. Oh, this one. Okay, so let me see. Let me try walk through it. So I stopped down my camera to, I was using a 50mm f 1.4. Oh, it came out so creamy, as you can tell. and I stopped it down to 1/10 of a second, and I wanted to get this very eerie motion of him walking, just walking on the left side of me. And I wanted to grab this motion of him just walking, like this photo. This reminds me, I told him in the car when we left, this reminds me of like a Bigfoot sighting. Like you're walking and boom, you see him, you see Bigfoot, and you're gonna take that photo. Like you're moving, you're trying to follow him and take the photo, but at the same time you're getting the motion of your hands. But I just stopped down my shutter speed, and I wanted to get this motion, and this came out. It was so cool because I thought you could use it as like a sneak peek, or just something that you can like title, like entice your audience. I don't know. That's kind of like my whole vision of this photo. So this one is too light because he's facing the sun and we have our back against the sun. So we're bringing in more light than how he was behind him. So we're actually going down for the exposure, put it down here, and we're gonna actually bring in a little contrast. Cause I don't know what about this. I think it's just the palm trees. It's drawing me in. Like I wanna know what's going on. Like where is he? He's in the same place, just different angle. And we know the motto, but where is it? Where is this place? We see this whole big place now, and we want to see it. And I think these palm trees here are emphasizing that. And look, there's like literally nobody in the back here. It's funny because it was actually pretty busy that morning. Bring it here. And then I probably will bring down the shadows just a little bit there. Yeah. And then a little bit of fade. And then we'll lighten it up. Just we'll bring the colors back. And the green is actually bringing it to life here. Like I love this motion capture. Look at in these palm trees. Man. Yeah, this is going into 5 automatic. Oh, we have another one. This one you can actually see his face this time. So I thought this was perfect. This is also goes in line with our previous photo. So we're bringing this down to where I am satisfied, and then bringing the exposure the contrast up. And then we'll bring the shadows back where they're supposed to be. Give him that green leafy backdrop. And not too much fade. And then boom, you got it. There you go. Very nice. I like it. Put this into 5. Oh my gosh, another one. I like editing these ones because, oh, I love it. Oh, I didn't even recognize this. You can see his eyes, but you know his head was moving side to side. It has that like mind-bending effect. Like yeah, you see him, but his movement for stopping down the shutter speed 1/10 of a second, you have all this motion going on, and I just love it so much. Yeah, this shoot was very fun. This shoot was so much fun with my best friend Joshua Luna. It's always fun. Like we just create like so many ideas, And I just try it out. And if it doesn't work, at least we try it out. But if it works, we're keeping it. Can we see this in here? Got a pimple right here. I'm going to, maybe I can go smaller than that. Extinguish this pimple. And it's gone. Blackhead is gone. And same with other photos. We bring down the exposure. It feels very lifelike, but not lifelike at the same time. A little bit analog film. Bring the contrast just a little bit. And shadows. I can probably bring the highlights just a little bit. Kind of looks a little damp. And then there you go. Number 5. Okay, so the rail, guys. So this is when I finally fixed my picture profile. And then there's this rail at the end, and it has a sign. Where's the sign? I think the sign's in here. There's a sign saying that, you know, beware, you know, go forward right here. Strong current, waves, brake. And then there's this whole ledge where we'll go into in just a moment. But there is a rail there. And in 2019, it's the last time I shot at this area, we used this rail. And I want to use it differently since I have him as the model and his colors. And just a very nice hot day. So I came up with this photo. It kind of makes him look tall. Yeah, this because it elongates his legs here. And yeah, I think that was the only photo that... Oh, wait. We have this photo here. Nah. Oh, that's the one he's looking away. Oh, he's still looking away. We'll go to this one. Yeah, we'll go to the... Try to find the best one here. Yeah, we'll go with this one. This one. So he's like sitting down, nonchalant, you know, just cruising, checking out the boats that pass by. And I told him to, you know, go and sit on the rail to see what we can make, what we can do with this, right? So I had him sit down. He originally had his feet up here. And I was like, I don't know. It feels like it's too bunched up on the top of the rails. So I told him to, try bring your left foot down, right? And it couldn't reach the bottom rail where he can put his heel. So I was like, okay, just put your heel against the middle plank here and just put it down. And the rail was a little bit flimsy. So I told him, you know, just have one hand down, you know, holding, stabilize, and just bring one up to your hat. Kind of switch it up, have that little dynamic lines going on with his body. You have this going, it's like an L shape. I always see as an L shape, and then you have this one going down here, and then you have this coming up. It's like another L shape, and then you have this one coming down. So there's a lot of lines happening here, and then you have these lines happening, so it kind of accentuates this whole pose. So we're gonna apply new orbits. See, now you know the picture profile, since we corrected it, now we don't need to overexpose anymore. But the photo now that's corrected and we try to apply it, the preset that we've been using before, the photo becomes overexposed. So we gotta go down and just expose it just a little bit. And since it looks kind of faded, like maybe too faded for my liking, we're gonna bring the contrast just a little bit. -25. Hold on, let me fix this horizon line here. It's kind of bothering me a little bit, but yeah, so we have the contrast good, exposure good. I'm happy. We're gonna try to bring the shadows back, but keep that light color look. I don't want to bring it too much where it's kind of like dark. Bring it light. Little bit fade of the highlights. There you go. And we'll check the shadows. And yeah, I like it. I like it. Maybe let's see what happens if you put the texture. Maybe we'll go 25 for, well, maybe I don't want to put too much. Maybe 23. And then we'll go, yeah, we'll push it to 85. 85 sounds good. Yeah, that looks really good now. Now it looks like how we had it before when we had the incorrect picture profile. It looks the same. So we are gonna do, because we are gonna do this. We are going to create a preset, and it's gonna be called New Orbit. Yeah, let's call it 2.0. So these are like the correct versions. Yeah, this will be 5. We're good on this one. Yeah, you know, he's like holding his necklace. Oh, not his necklace. That's the other shoot. He's holding his bandana. And I was kind of playing around with angles. Oh, here's another one. Let's put that on here. Okay, a little bit dark. I like this photo because we're on the opposite side now. And you can see this building, you can see the rainbow mural here. Shout out to Hilton Hawaiian Village. And then you see the city here. Before, you only could see Diamond Head. And you can see only the ocean. Or probably, okay, hold on. We're gonna take this one out, because it's distracting my eye. And maybe this, but I'm probably gonna have to take time using it to try to take it out. But yeah, it gives us an overview of the city, and it's so nice. And you have this rails, lines leading up to him. Simple. I was on 5. And then now I had him go on to the opposite side of the rail, which was facing the beach. Had to have my camera like way down to the ground to get this shot. Like I was literally like hunched over, Japanese style, Filipino style, and I was looking down and I was shooting up. I had to take out my monitor for this because I wanted to go all the way down, so I had to take it out so I can see what I'm shooting. And you know, we got this sick shot of him. And then the shot that I used for the thumbnail. Oh, I think it's this shot right here. We're gonna input the new Orbit 2.0 on it. You're gonna lighten it up. Get that little creamy, juicy photo vibe going on here. We go to that negative zone. And then bring the highlights down. Give it that faded look. Then you got this. How nice is that? I'll probably be able to I'll probably straighten it out. It's gotta need a little bit straightening. Oh, that's too much. Too much straightening. There you go. How much is the 36? Yeah, I'll leave it. I'm happy with the grain. Yeah, there you go. And that was it. Oh, and then there's this rock wall here. So I was on this beach here. I was on this beach and I wanted him to walk on the other side so I can get like this whole shot of him. Just him with a backdrop of rocks and then the blue sky, crystal clear water. And then you have this figure here who is the model, and he's wearing like the yellow bucket hat, yellow pants. Very retro style shirt. Just chilling here on the rocks. So I thought it was just so yeah, like these shots here, I think it was so fun. Like he's like contemplating his life choices. Like he's like looking at the water like, should I jump in right now? It is hella hot right now. I need to jump in and be cleansed right now because it's hot. Like, boy, yeah, it was super hot. I think all of us wanted to jump in the water. But we're gonna apply 2.0. There you sold already. Sold. So a little adjustment. We're going to bring up the exposure. Now I can literally feel how hot it is. And I like how it's like not blue. There's a tint of green in it. So that's what I'm trying to aim for when I'm doing post-production, is that little tint that gives it that analog edge. Maybe bring the contrast up just a little bit. And yeah, there you go. We have it here. I think he's looking down. But yeah, it's so nice. What happens if I bring the pink up? So we kind of lose that feel. Like I don't feel it anymore. If you brought it back down to 12, yeah, there's that little cool, very cool, filmic look. I know I keep saying analog and film, but it does. It reminisces. It's very reminiscent of film. And then you have the grain just to top it all off. Crazy. And then you have a couple shots of him just sitting down on the rocks, you know, being the Mac Daddy that he is, the cosmic Casanova. See, it's so nice. I think the outfit it's just a cherry on top. It complements the sky. The sky complements his outfit, his yellow. You have these rocks here, dark, just to emphasize the colors so much more. It's a great balance. And the lighting was perfect that day. Being that it was like, almost like high noon. It really worked in our favor. Bring down there you go. Wait, hold on. Hello? Yeah. And then shadows comes down. And then you got it. You got it. Put that in 5. Oh, and then you can't. Yeah, we gotta edit this one. So a couple years ago, you know, before Instagram became a video Instagram, there was this hashtag called Jumpstagram, and when you viewed the hashtag, it was all people jumping, you know, making poses while they're jumping, and then kind of they stop time, and you get to really like dial into what their posture was and what they're trying to say in their photos when it comes to them them posing in the air. I think that's a blob. And they would jump. Photographer would snap the photo while they're jumping, and it would freeze time, and then it just has this whole creative aspect towards it. And him coming out with a album called New Orbit, it was just kind of right to have him in the air for just a moment, hence the name New Orbit. Literally, you're in space right now. We had to jump and kind of mimic that low gravity, weightless feel of him just jumping, and boom, he's frozen. Just kind of like idling in the air. So same thing. I think what I'm mostly doing is just correcting the exposure, making it very nice, contrast, kind of like just fiddling around with it. And then I'll just head down to the tone curve, touching the highlights and the shadows. And then I always check if when my grain is on there. There you go. And I thought this one was so fun because it does seem like we're at the edge, but we were literally not at the edge. It was more farther than that. So the distance here is misleading because it was more of an incline, and it was actually down, like way down. And I thought it was so funny because there was a sailboat here, and I don't know, yeah, you can't see it in this photo, but I say sailing here, and then the front of his shirt was a sailboat. So I wanted to get the sailboat here, and I think I got it in a couple photos afterwards, but it was kind of hard because I was waiting for the water to shoot up, and when the sailboat was in frame, the water kind of calmly died down, and I didn't catch that photo, or I did catch the photo, but it wasn't very pleasing. But it was fun nevertheless. Oh, the grain is too high on this one. 36. That looks good. So we're gonna actually skip see, yeah, it does seem like we're right there on the edge, but we wasn't really. See, the sailboat is here, but he was kind of off, and the water was not shooting up. I'm just grinning at the photo. I don't know what we was talking about or what was said, but him to like grin like that is hilarious. So we're gonna edit it just because. Oh, I think I was like saying, like, I remember now. I don't know. I think I was playing I don't know, for some reason I wanted to play like 2000 R&B songs on my phone, and Usher's song came on, and it was the song was called Daddy's Home, and I don't know what we were doing at that point. I just told him he was doing a motion with his hands, and I was like, "Oh, daddy's here, daddy's here." And he's like, "Oh my gosh!" And we started laughing. It's so funny because the song came on, and then you had this guy, you had my best friend, like in a suited, all suited, head to toe. And the song comes on, and we're at the beach. You know, he's looking good, and I'm like, he's making this hand motion. He's like holding this with his hands, and I'm like, oh snap, daddy's home. And I think that's when he turned around and gave that smirk. Super funny. I'll probably consider this as B-roll. Oh, undo as B-roll. See, this is actually a pretty nice. This is not my nice. This is a nice picture. He can't even talk straight, mumbling my words. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're going to take these guys out and leave this. Oh my god! Take these guys out and leave the sailboat. So we're gonna try and make it believable as possible. Inside. Okay, I think, yeah, this is perfect. There you go. Everything looks good. I like how it's not in focus, because it has that film look. And they have the sailboat. I don't think you can see a sailboat, but his shirt, it has a sailboat. See, there's people right here. Perfect. This one is going into 2, which is our B-roll. And I'm gonna fast forward to our time at Royal Hawaiian Hotel. So the Magic Island photo is the one we did outside with Diamond Head and the sailboat. That was shot on Monday. Royal Hawaiian and Waikiki was shot on Wednesday. So this is the Royal Hawaiian Hotel. He showed me photos of us shooting here a couple years ago, and it was actually down here on the rails, but I wanted to do something different, something that anybody can recognize, you know, sitting in the chair, gift shop right here. Colors are not too flattering, but I just went with it. We'll see what happens. This is my first time actually editing the Royal Hawaiian photos. Like, see, it has a different look, and I'm not really feeling it right now. So we're going to jump into the vintage presets. We're gonna find one that actually that we can gravitate towards. See, it's the same preset that we used. Just looks different on the ones that we basically used it on. I'm just playing with the dials right now. I'm trying to go for a look. Something that I'm satisfied with. Okay, I'm kind of liking it. Okay, that's too dark. Oh, I'm going too high, that's why. And then we bring the greens just a little bit. Let's see, 16? Okay. Well, maybe go push it a little bit forward. Maybe more? 22. Okay, I'm kind of liking this. I'm kind of just a little bit. Okay, I can work with this. So the lens that I'm shooting with this one is the 7 Artisans 35mm T 2.0. It's a full, actually not a, yeah, it's a full manual lens and it's a cinema lens. So it's mainly for video, but I wanted to shoot it as photos. Try it out, you know. Gotta break the boundaries. But I did shoot a video and it comes out smooth. But I wanted to try it as video, as photo, just to see how it turns out. And it's the photos that you come out with. I like how it has that very soft depth of field, and it's not very, it is sharp. It can be sharp, but I don't think just my focus point was actually there, because these were just test photos that I can consider that we can probably run these photos if, you know, Josh chooses to. But yeah, it has this look, like compared to earlier when we was using the Sigma 50mm lens, you know, that those guys are sharp. This one we went down a different route. I wanted to use a manual lens, you know, kind of hone into the craft a little bit more, see if I can do full manual mode, and just be more focused on how the picture looks instead of the logistic part of it. So I'm just playing with the dials. I probably would change it later, but just for this video, just making sure it looks presentable. And just like earlier, we're gonna bring the texture down, give it that soft, glowy vibe. I don't think I've seen anybody do that before, so we'll try it. We'll just put this on because the sake of a good habit. Grain. Let's see what the grain looks like at 40. Maybe this one will bring it down to 30. 28. We'll go 28. Yeah, that looks nice. Then you have this. Forgot. We'll bring the amount. I want to see how it looks without 100 as its max. So let's bring it down to 72. Yeah, we can run that. And we're gonna save this one. Save this to new orbit. ML or Hawaiian Hotel. And then this will go into 5. And I got some some shots of him sitting down still and just me shooting upwards. It was more like a test. Test. Oh, and then these ones. Let's see if we can use, because I know I used this. This was from last night when I was just going through it. Oh, it's like way green. It's like too green for my liking. We'll go to 11, maybe bring it down to 72. Lighting, contrast, we'll bring it down, give it that fade. Playing with this dial is just just to make sure, you know, it looks pleasing to the eye. And I don't want to go into specifics just yet. And the light that's coming through is actually bouncing off of this white white wall. I was gonna say ceiling. The light coming through, bouncing off the white wall, and it's entering our space. So it has that very, there's a lot of white going on. And then we'll bring it to 28. We'll create this one. And we'll just call it the plants. Okay, I'm 50% satisfied with this one. There we go. Yeah, I think the too much green was putting me off just a little bit. Okay, we're gonna copy this. Oh, we don't have to copy it, but we're actually gonna go in. Where are you? Oh, here you are. Wanted to fix the green on this one. There you go. We're just going in 5 points up. So it's leveled with the pink tint. Okay, back into the selects. Drop down here. So there's this rail, yeah. There's rail, and then beyond this rail, there's an opening, which is where they have the luau. And I thought that was so great because there's this white wall here. There's a light fixture that kind of looks nice, and then there's these brown rails here. There's plants here and here. Just a whole different vibe. And then you have this opening right here. So yes, if you know. You live here and you know, yeah, this is Royal Hawaiian. But for somebody who doesn't know Royal Hawaiian, it completely looks like a different hotel. And I just want him to be in that space. So that's why I have him holding on to this plant that was kind of dangling down in the older photos like this. And I wanted him to be a part of that space. So we'll dive into this photo. Plants. There you go. Kind of a little bit too much green there. Bring the exposure down just a little bit. Ooh, let's go 55. It's a nice middle point. I like it. I thought this was a very dynamic shot because you have a plant it's coming over the rails, and I just kneeled down because I wanted to get a more closer shot, and I found this right in the way of my lens. I was like, oh, let's just shoot from here, and then you get this photo. You can do a little bit contrast on that. There you go. Yeah, that should be good. Put 5 on it. Then there's some here that he's just looking at the camera, still doing the whole idea with the grass in the way. And then we did this one. I thought you looked like a boss. Something, you know, something different. Trying to always push the envelope just a little bit harder. Only thing is there was a lot, the light was actually coming in. So the lighting, when it comes to lighting, had a difficult time trying to make sure it's leveled here. Like, we can stop it down here if you wanted to. But yeah, if we stop it all the way down, it gives that moody look that don't want to really go for. But in this case, we can. And then, nah, not too much contrast. Just a little bit. I'll bring the texture just a little bit up since we're losing a little bit white here. And then, yeah, there we go. And then we maybe fix the fade. Let fade just a little bit in. The only thing is, there's a lot of white aspects happening, and I think it's just his white skin. And then you have the white walls, but these plants are making up for it. It's giving that whole balance, and you see these plants right outside here. It's giving this, and then this whole balance. There's darker colors here. So I approve. I approve. Okay, the mirror one. So there was this mirror right next to a bar. I want to say ballroom. No one was there. We was minding our own business. No one was bothering us. And then there was this mirror on the ceiling. Not the ceiling, the wall. And I was looking through it, and I saw that it was projecting a reflection of this pillar. And I was like, oh, Luna, just, you know, stand there. I'll take some shots of you. And then we got this. I thought it was so creative because with mirrors, it tells a story. When you taking photos of a mirror and you're taking photos of someone's reflection towards the mirror, it's like they're reflecting upon themselves. And for Joshua Luna and his artist name Mars Luna, he comes along. He came from a long journey of, you know, the stories that he told, and this mirror but this mirror, it signifies that he is coming towards a new album release. Looking at himself, he's not really looking at himself in this mirror, but look, there we go. He's looking at his mirror, he's looking at the camera, of course, but he's looking in the mirror, looking at his reflection. And you know, all of us, when we look at a mirror, we look at reflection, we're reflecting upon ourselves. I just feel like, you know, when it comes to mirrors, it's more of reflection. And it's funny because it's literally and figuratively doing different things. So we're gonna jump into this photo here. I don't know how I'm gonna level it with the colors. Guess I can play around with the hue just a little bit, but I don't know. I don't usually play around with the hues. See, this one is going to be actually challenging to balance. But we'll try. Let's see if I can. Okay. You bring the yellows up, you lose the yellow. I'm trying to find that balance between the actual color of this place when I was there shooting this mirror and the color of the wall. Because the wall wasn't this. It wasn't this red. Yeah, let's go to a faded. And then we'll just lighten it up. Okay, we're not gonna really pick a preset. We're just gonna go off of this here. Because I think that once we apply that preset, we do have a preset on here. And I'm trying to go for more realistic here. Opposed to getting that filmic look. Go to realistic so it doesn't look very washed out, very murky. Getting that tone curve right. Okay, no, we're not going that dark. Oh, shoot. It's like life or death right there. Bring that fade in. See what happens if I bring down the vibrance. Okay, I'm liking it. Bring it to negative. Yeah, let's go -4. Let's see how it looks like. Okay. Yeah, I'm enjoying it. 28. And then we're just gonna crop it in just a little bit. Because there's all this space right here. Let's see. So for this one, this is actually gonna be the first photo that I'm not gonna apply green on. I'm not gonna have that green tint. We have a pink wall and we're shooting indoors with this light coming from, he's here. Looking there, so and right across of him there's a doorway, and that's the light that I'm using to shoot him and shoot this mirror, because it was like a zigzag motion. I'm shooting him, he's standing at the pillar and he's facing the light that's outside. So I'm gonna go for more of a realistic approach on this one. Well, having the grain the grain's still on there. Maybe bring the contrast up just a little bit. Highlights. Okay, yeah, maybe I'll bring the exposure up a little bit. Yeah, yeah, I enjoy it. I approve. It's hard. When it comes to shooting indoors, I don't use a flash, because I feel like when you use natural lighting, it's always a win for me. But when it comes to shooting indoors, lighting is always the factor. Yeah, let's go 20. We're gonna drop the screen. And I thought it was such a cool idea to see this very, I don't know if it's old, but this style of mirror. And I had to get it in. I had to get a shots in. So we're just gonna copy, put this in 5. Then you have him here looking into the mirror, doing what he does best as Mars Luna. I'll just drag and drop these ones on. But we're gonna move on to the Waikiki Beach, and I gotta say, it's actually was very crowded and hot. I was trying to look for a great angle where people wasn't out on the beach, because if you see here, there was only this small patch of sand here right next to him on the left side. There was beach chairs, and then on this side there was beach chairs, and we actually put our stuff. I wanted to like chance it a little bit. I was like, okay, we're just gonna put our stuff here on the beach, on the rented beach chairs. And we put our stuff down. We was getting settled, and this girl came and booed us off. But I remember 2019, I shot at the same place, and I put all my stuff down on a chair, and no one bothered. But I guess, you know, she was doing her job. But it's so funny that these people are on their Kindle, and then the beach is right there. Like, you came to vacation in Hawaii just to read your Kindle. Beach is right there. Make memories. Oh, I don't know about this look. Too much blue. So yeah, we're gonna do. Yeah, we'll just work on. Yeah, we'll work on this one here. So very busy. Beach was very packed. So it was kind of hard to kind of eliminate the people in the background. Like, there's no way you can. You're literally gonna get people in your shot. So we're gonna go in. We're gonna go to what we started off with, the preset. Very vibrant, like how the title says. And we're gonna go in and edit it. Edit it. And edit. There we go. Yeah, I want to show off that warmth. Still having that green tint. Boost exposure just a little bit. Contrast can go down. Yeah, it was very bright that day. And we go down to highlights. Shadows. Can you bring the shadows, please? And then boost the fade. Yeah, this one's hard because you have all the sun was like high noon already. So exposure wise, it was challenging. Like, this photo wouldn't be the best photo, but we had to make it work. Just playing around with the dials, making sure everything looks pleasing to the eye. Yeah, we need to put the green on here because it's looking too perfect. green. Yeah, this one I'm gonna push a little bit. Let's go to 42. There you go. Oh, there's a little pimple right there. Let's patch it up. Oh, what? Okay, there you go. All right. Wait, why is it still there? And there you go. I think there's no dots anywhere else. But yeah, this looks good. Brighten up just a little bit. Shadows. Fix this line here. Horizon line. Yeah, that looks good. Ooh, okay. Add this one. New orbit. ML Waikiki. Because we're on the Waikiki Beach. And for those who don't know, Waikiki Beach is here. Royal Hawaiian, where we sat, where we not sat, but where we shot, is right behind us here, like way there. So we just walked on the sidewalk near the road outside the hotel, follow a pathway, and then we are right here on the beach. We're gonna go back. I'm gonna bring down the green just a little bit. 30, 28, 22, 23. Okay, that looks good. So yeah, we're almost finished. I'm gonna wrap up soon. Funny, when he was doing this motion, it reminded me of Frank Ocean's album Blonde cover. So I told him, wow, you putting Frank Ocean on blast, or along those lines. I was saying that, and then he laughed about it. It was fun. Had him kneel down just a little bit, get that little different levels. This was surprisingly, like, it actually looks clear here. Usually you see people like in the water. And then when we was about to finish up, I saw the sailboat here, sailboat up here, and it has the colors, his new orbit colors on here. And I was like, we gotta shoot here. We gotta shoot here. Like, we couldn't pass this up. Bring it down just a little bit. Contrast down as well. Can probably bring this down to like 88, yeah. Not too much of warmth, little bit of cool. We're gonna get that green come back in. Let's go 13. Yeah, that looks good. The whites, blacks. This can be considered as a B-roll shot. And then we can crop it in just a little bit. Yeah, I'll bring it to, she's 23. Crop this photo. Bring it down. Maybe just show the bolt just a little bit more. Yeah. Just go down. Yeah, that looks good. Yeah. Let me bring this up. And there you go. You got some that can be in the B-roll. So we'll probably put in B-roll for now. Yeah, you have him like just nonchalant, standing here right in front of the sailboat. This one, I thought it was so much fun. Very, very, very arty, not artsy. I don't want to say artsy, but very aesthetic, because he's looking away, looking at the ocean. There's Diamond Head right there. I wish I had a bigger lens to get Diamond Head. Looking at the ocean, looking back photo. And then you have this blue that he's wearing, and then you have this yellow here. It's just, can't get better than that. That's New Orbit colors right there. But first, we're gonna get into these pimples here. Take it out. Oh, this out. I don't know what that is. Easy. Anything more critical, like that I need to very much line it up with the photo, I'll try to do it in Lightroom. If not, then I'll put it right into Photoshop. And then we'll grab the New Orbit Waikiki preset that we created. And then we'll get it up and running. You notice, yeah, it's very, very bright. So we're gonna try control that brightness. Give that a little flavor. See if I can put down the exposure. Like, I want it bright, but not too bright. Bring up the texture, just, or not bring it up, but put it down. Yeah, contrast is good. Maybe bring down the amount of the preset. Like that, you can control how defined you want the colors to be in the preset. And then here, and then, yeah, we're bringing on the green. Green was too much. 42 is too much. That looks good. This is not final product, even though that I'm saying that it's finished. I probably will go back into it and check it out. And then just make like little changes here and there. 5. Yeah, and then you have it. He's looking back. Look at the camera. Then I thought this was funny because he's doing his sign here, and then these guys are getting ready to leave. And it's just very like reminiscent of like a tourist photo. Someone is trying to photobomb you. You have this guy photobombing you. You're trying to shoot the sailboats, but it's not working out. Let me fix this. And just like all the photos, I'm just looking, you know, I'm looking at his face, making sure it's not too dark and not too light. Like seeing those shadows. And yeah, we know that you're out there, but you're kind of like, I've seen the photos, so we're going to take you out of there. And we're bringing down the amount for the preset. Let's go 70. Oh, maybe not 70, maybe 77. Bring the texture in just a little bit. See the shadows on the tone curve, what it look like. circle. And then we'll bring the grain down. See, and I like it already. I love it. I love this photo. Very candid. I just told him to just do Mars lunar things, and he did just that. And then you have this photo. It's like somebody's photobombing a tourist on the beach. Photobombing a tourist on the beach while they're trying to shoot the sailboats. But you have this guy coming through and just cheesing away. And that looks cool. That looks cool. Very cool. And then that's all the pictures for the selects. We just went through it, but I'm gonna go back in and check it out, making sure they all look good to go. The smile one, I'll put it as B-roll, I would say. But yeah, that is just an overview of my photo editing and what I try to adjust when I look in a photo, and how to bring the vision to life when it comes to having this idea up in your head with the colors and with the whole look of the selection of photos. But yeah, thank you so much, guys, for chilling out with me. If you're on the stream, I appreciate you guys, chilling with me, talking story. If you're watching this on replay, off stream, thank you so much for viewing all my photos. Not all my photos, but all my videos. Viewing all my videos, supporting the channel. And then just showing love and enjoying the content. And I feel like there's so much that I have in store for you guys, and I'm hoping that you guys stick around for that. But for now, guys, thank you so much for viewing the stream. I'll probably make more streams in the future, not so much of just photo editing, more variety, maybe a little bit of gaming. I'm just thinking off of my head, I might do some Here Tamanui editing sessions when I work on the video, because I need to put out some content soon, and I'm kind of excited for that. But if you guys like the video, go ahead and like it. If you don't like it, dislike. If you have anything that you want to say, please comment down on the comment section. I always like to talk store or have a conversation with you guys, letting me know what you guys think about the content. And if you are new here, welcome. Thank you so much for stopping by. And if you enjoyed the content, please subscribe. I'm gonna start pushing out more videos. I do have more videos in store. I have the Vision Story Part 2 coming out soon. Maybe I'll release it next week. More gaming videos, and I wanted to do more of cooking videos. So a lot is in the pipeline, and I'm excited. I'm very excited. I used to be mainly doing photos on Instagram. Now I'm doing videos and photos. So I'm excited to see how this journey on YouTube progresses, and I'm so happy to have you guys here with me while I try to find my right footing here on YouTube. But other than that, guys, thank you so much for hanging out with me. I love this so much. It's just a different way of expressing my creativity, and I have you guys to cheer me on while I try to figure this out. But I feel like we're on the right path, guys. Thank you so much. I appreciate you guys watching my videos and all the love and support. I'll see you guys in the next one. Shoots.